Hi, welcome to all to the Excellent Trading Experience YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about the introductory matters relating to the investing through stock markets. All our previous videos are regarding trading, but today we are going to discuss about investing. Okay, let's start. As you all know, stock markets are there are two stock markets in India. One is NSE and one is BSE. If any company listed in any of the or both of these exchanges will be treated as listed company. Okay. By combining both, we have approximately 5,000 companies listed in our stock markets in India. Actually, on a daily basis, in India, approximately 8,000 new companies are incorporating on everyday basis. But we have only 5,000 companies as listed in our stock markets. These are exchanges. NSE and BSEs are exchanges where the companies have listed for their fundraising purpose. These fundraising purposes are done through initial public offer. And in order to list in any of the exchanges, one company has to go through the process called IPO. Through IPO only, any company can listed their shares in the stock market. Okay, IPO means initial public offer. Some of the people don't have the understanding about the IPO. That's why I have shared these basic details. In order to understand the stock markets in a proper way, one has to be in grip regarding the basics. Without basics, even though if you know about the advanced things, there is no use in my point of view. That's why today's video we are focusing mainly on the basics. Okay, as you know, stock markets are a place where companies can raise a fund through initial public offer. Okay, and presently in our India, both NSE and BSE have 5,000 companies as listed companies. 5,000 companies have listed in the stock markets. And actually, in a daily basis, in India, approximately 8,000 companies will be incorporated on a daily basis. But only 5,000 companies are listed in the stock markets like NSE and BSE exchanges. Okay, next step, we will go further. Actually, as you know, stock markets have stocks in it. What are those stocks? It's nothing but businesses. We don't think those are stocks, but every stock there will be a back with a business. We should treat stocks as a business ideas. Then only you will able to understand the business, and then only you will able to select the companies and the businesses where there is a future in their growth. Then only you need to invest in those companies. If you think those are only stocks, you will only focusing on the price. But if you understood that for every stock there will be a back with a business and a company, then you will analyze those things instead of focusing on the price. Okay, pricing is also important, but understanding the basic things is most important than that. Even you can buy the company at a higher price, but without understanding the basics, you could not succeed in that investing process. That's why the basic understanding of the investing in the stock market is very crucial nowadays. Okay, so when people are coming and buying the stocks like that, and after increase, they saying that they have invested in so much and they have returned so much. Some people are having the same thoughts and have come to the stock markets and buy the stocks, and after that, after prices has fallen, they think that this is a gambling. That's why they don't go to the stock markets like that. The process is going on. So, in order to break the process, one has to be understood that stocks is nothing but a businesses. One has to be learn about the business. One has to be know about the businesses and fundamentals in order to invest in the stocks. Okay, stocks. We can take an examples of some of the stocks at a different sectors in order to understand it betterly. One, Reliance, which is a conglomerate, but it mainly focusing on the petrol, some petrol related business. And next, HDFC, it is a private sector bank listed in the stock markets, HDFC Bank. And third one is SBI, it is a public sector bank. And fourth one is BPCL, it is a public sector undertaking where more than 51% of the shareholding is with the federal government. And sixth one, sorry, fifth one is Majra, which is in defense machinery manufacturing sector. Okay, if you can take the Reliance example, it is trading around rupees 2000 approximately. If you have taken the HDFC as an example, it has trading around 1500 something as of today. Next, SBI is trading around 560 rupees, whereas BPCL is trading around 370 rupees, and Matchback is trading around 1300 rupees. Like that, the prices are fluctuating for every second. So we can't say this is exact figure, right? Because while you change the price, it will be changed in a live market. So one has to be understood that the prices are not constant; these are fluctuating every second. Okay. First of all, the main reason of the listing of these five shares is that in order to know about the understanding of the pricing pattern. Why Reliance, HDFC, SBI, BPCL, BlackRock have different prices? Do you people have any doubt regarding that? If you have, please comment below. Yes, I have the doubt regarding that. So that in order to know how many people are investing without knowing the and without questioning them why these different shares are pricing at different prices, why all those shares having the same price. Okay, then we will understand the basic things like this. For every stock, there will be a value with a business. First of all, we need to understand what is meant by the business. If you can take an example of a manufacturing company like plastic boxes manufacturing company, you can take it as an example. This manufacturing company, what it will be doing? First, it will take the inputs and it applies the processes using the labor and other machineries, and it will produce the outputs and then it's sold to the market. Okay, the the primary definition of a business is to convert the inputs into the outputs by applying a processes in order to produce an output good in order to sell the in the market. Okay, I think you understand this. Let's see a detailed example. We will take with this. One has to be understood that there is a manufacturing company and there is manufacturing the plastic boxes, and for a plastic boxes, the whatever the material it requires, that will be the inputs, and for processing, it requires the machineries and it requires the labor, and the process is going on. After the process, there will be an output product called the plastic box. After that, once plastic box is produced, that will be sold in the market. This is the general meaning of your business. For every business, there will be inputs and process and outputs in there. Business is nothing but a conversion of inputs into outputs by applying their processes. Okay. Next, we will go further. In order to run a business, there will be three important terms in order to understand the business, and these are regular in their operating. Do you have any idea? I will note down the three terms. Please let you answer yourself whether you have the proper idea about this. There is one is revenue, second one is income, and profit. Revenue is nothing but a sales, okay, and income is nothing but a primary income or an operating income by doing a business. After that, from income, if you reduce the indirect expenditure, you will arrive the profits for doing a business. Okay, let's see. Sales means, let's say you have produced in a month 1 lakh units of plastic boxes and you sold those boxes at a price of 100 rupees each. Then your sales amount is rupees 1 crore rupees. There is a that is the revenue for your company for a particular period. Okay, we have taken the example for a period of 1 month. So if we have already taken the example of a plastic manufacturing company. That's why if a person wants to know about the how much is the revenue of that particular company, one has to be calculated like this. And in order to calculate the exact thing, one has to be reduce the sales returns value, which means if after 100 sorry after 1 lakh units sold, some of the customers have returned the goods depending upon the situation, like not having the required quality or other things. Let's say 100 units have returned the goods to the company saying that these are the sales returns for the company. Then we have to reduce the those amount like 100 into 100, that is 10,000 rupees. After reducing the net amount, whatever it will be around, that will be called as a revenue for that particular period of a company. That means 99 lakhs 90,000 is the revenue for that particular company. In order to arrive the income, one has to be reduce the operating expenditure. Like we can say that for producing a 1 lakh goods, we require the inputs and we require the labor. Whatever the direct expenditure incurred for the, per se, for 99 lakh 90,000 sales, we have incurred a direct expenditure of 79 lakh 90,000. For example, say purpose only, you will get the 20 lakhs as a operating income in your hands. After receiving an operating income 20 lakhs, if you reduces the indirect expenditure like salaries and other those things like rents, maintenance and telephone expenditure, like that expenditure, if you have reduced those things, that will be costing around 10 lakhs, you will be get the exact profit of the company called 10 lakhs. So by doing the sales of 1 crore rupees, an approximate figure or exact figure of 99 lakh 90,000, company has earned the 10 lakh rupees as a profit. Okay, this is called the profit. So one has to be understood the basic difference between the revenue, income, and profit in order to analyze the company as well. So many people thought that by just increasing the sales, you can able to invest in that company. Why? Because consistently it has increases the revenue. That means sales. Revenue is nothing but a sale. Simply saying that by increasing the revenue, if the company has not able to increase the profit, then it is not a good for the investing. Let's see the example. As we have discussed, I will add another page in order to understand it better. Per se, I will take an example and you will let me know whether you have to invest in that stock or not. By understanding the basic things, you can able to decide on your own. That's why I'm making this video. Not only what I know, I will tell you, but in order to learn yourself, you have to be answer these things. Okay. Same. We have taken a plastic manufacturing company. In first month or first year, the sales has 1 crore rupees, the revenue, and second year the sales amount or a turnover or a revenue increased to 2 crores, and like that it's going on. And after 10th year, it has increased the revenue up to 10 CR. By seeing the revenue figures, it's a good company. Actually, it is increases their revenue. But let's see, it has another profit. While it gets the revenue of 1 crore, it has in the 10 lakh rupees as a income. Sorry, that income is a profit. Okay, I think you observing the words properly. Income is different, a profit is different. In order to make you aware, I have made some mistakes while doing that. So you have to identify those things, and I will be able to do that one also too. Okay. After that, second year, it has increased its revenue, but the profit has increased to 15 lakhs only, and so on. After 10 years, that is a 10th year, the revenue has increased from the 1 crore rupees to 10 crore rupees, even though the profit has increased to 70 lakhs only. Let's say an example. You can able to do that by paying a profit ratio. Profit divided by revenue. In first case, you can take a calculator and let me know 10 lakhs divided by 1 crore. That is, your profit percentage is 10%. Whereas in second year, your profit percentage is decreased to 7.5%. And so on. And the 10th year, your profit percentage is, that is 70 lakhs divided by 10 crores is coming around 77%. Okay. Hope by seeing this video, you can able to understand the difference between the revenue, income, and profit. And not while you investing, you simply don't see the revenue itself. You have to show other factors too in order to conclude whether we have to invest or not. Revenue increases like at 100% every year is a very good thing, but we have to be aware about the profit percentages too to take a correct decisions in the stock markets while investing. Okay, like this, so many basic understanding of a company is required in order to uh, take a bet on a stock. Okay, let's see. And these are the some of the things. And one has to be learn about the financials of a company. What is meant by the financials? If you take an example that, if you take an example of the same plastic manufacturing company, it will be preparing every year the profit and loss account and a balance sheet. One has to know the difference between the profit and loss and the balance sheet in order to analyze the company in a proper manner. What is meant by profit and loss account? What are the items should be available in that in order to analyze a company? For every company in profit and loss account, they have to show the operating incomes and operating expenditure, and in order to get the profits out of the business, whatever the incomes they receive, that will be given here, and whatever the expenditure they have incurred, that will be given in this place. That's why, let's say in our example, whatever the turnover turnover is there, that will be available here, turnover of rupees 1 crore rupees in our example, and two, purchases of materials, input materials, it will cost around 50 lakhs. I am taking examples. And to direct expenditure like labor, processes, machinery, whatever the what is the material required for the running of machinery, that is also covered under the direct expenditure. That will, as our previous example, we have incurred 80 lakhs around for total this one. That's why the direct expenditure is 30 lakhs. Let's see. While doing this, 1 crore rupees here totaling, and Here also we will need to write a 1 crore rupees, and whatever the difference it is there, that is a 20 lakhs, is called as a gross profit. Gross profit means revenue minus direct expenditure will be termed as a gross profit. After that, it will brought forward the gross profit, that is 20 lakhs, and we will deduct the indirect expenditure like salaries, rents, and maintenance. Indirect expenditure, there will, in our example, there was at 10 lakh rupees. Hence, the profits of a company is 10 lakhs. That is called the net profits. By this video, you will, if you can able to understand the things like what is meant by profit and loss and what is meant by balance sheet, it would be okay. After that, in net profit also, we have to pay the income tax to the government, income tax department. That needs to be reduced in order to arrive the surplus. What is the surplus received in hands in the company for that particular year. But this is the introductory video and this is the first video. If you can able to understand this one, it's very good. Okay, let's see what are the having in the balance sheets. Balance sheets. One side of the balance sheet show about the assets of the company, and another side of the balance sheet shows about the liabilities. Okay. Actually, for a companies, it has to be present in the Schedule 3 format. This is a table T format. We would say that it is called the T format of profit and loss account, T format of balance sheet, table format. Okay. Assets like plant and machinery, furniture, like computers, like that assets will be there, and sundry assets like debtors, cash and bank balances, and other current liabilities, other current assets will be there in the asset side. This shows that these will be having the assets of the company. And liabilities side, first we have the capital amount and reserves and surplus. By doing the business from a longer period, whatever the savings it done in the business is called the reserves and surplus. Nothing but a accumulative profits of the company is called the reserves and surplus. And we will be in a depth understanding of the each of the head in a further videos, but this is introductory matter. One has to be understand about the stock markets and how many stocks are listed in the stock markets, and how the process is going on, why the shares are priced at a different price. In order to understand that one has to understand that for every stock there is a background business is there. If you wanted to invest in the stocks, don't analyze the stock prices. One has to analyze the background businesses. After that, the second step is for the pricing method. One has to we understand the pricing also in order to get a entry in the stock. When has to take the entry, when has not to take the entry, the decisions will be taken based on the prices. But in order to invest first, one has to be understand the background business and analyze things properly in order to select the company for an investing. Okay. And liabilities like bank loans, personal loans. That means company has taken a loan from the outsiders like that, and sundry creditors. Creditors means while doing the business, our suppliers, whatever the amount we have to pay to our suppliers is called the sundry creditor. And while doing the business, whatever the amount receivable from our customers will be termed as sundry creditors in the asset side. Okay, sundry creditors and other current liabilities will be there. So by seeing this video, you can able to understand the difference between the profit and loss and the balance sheet. Profit and loss is a place where the operating revenues and operating expenditure will be shown in that place, and balance sheet is a place where the company's assets and the company's liabilities are incorporated in a proper manner in order to understand the company. Okay, let's go further. These are the some of the basic things one has to know about the investing. Okay. Uh, don't think that by seeing this single video you can able to understand all those things. This is a like a Pacific Ocean. In stock market, as our earlier video, there are two ways to earn in stock markets. One is investing, and second one is trading. If you ask me, I will tell you that trading is understanding that trading is simpler than the investing. Investing is a more complex one. One has to understand and one has to know about the so many things in order to take a decision. This is a danger thing than a trading. Do you agree? Generally don't agree. But what I am saying is understanding trading is simple, whereas investing is very complex. Yeah, we will get your answers in your comment section. I will happy to reply that. But in my point of view, investing requires a more analysis than a trading. Let's see how many people will argue with that. And investing is like a specific version. So by seeing this 30-40 minutes video, you can't able to understand this. A regular study of things will be required in order to get a grip about the investing. Okay. Let's see. We have learned the whatever the things like what is meant by stock markets and what are the stock exchanges available in India like NSE and BSE. And next thing we have learned about the how many companies are listed in stock markets. That is called the 5,000 companies. I have told approximately. And after that, I discussed that even though per every day 8,000 companies are incorporating in India, but only 5,000 companies are listed in the stock markets. And we taken the example of Reliance and HDFC and SBI and matched out like that stocks we have selected, and we have make the prices whatever the prices available in the market we have incorporated, and discussed about why those all stocks are not having the same pricing method like that we have discussed. And after that we have discussed about the what is meant by the business and business. That means for every stock there will be a business backed with this, and we have to analyze that business in order to take the decision of investing in a particular stock. Next, we have discussed about the difference between the profit and loss and the balance sheet, and whatever the things we have to make sure about the stock market investing. Okay. Next, next thing we have to discuss regarding these things we have discussed already, and one has to be have the basic idea about this in order to make a decision about the investing. Okay. Next, in coming videos, I will be showing a practical example by taking a particular company as an example. But one has to be in a like a lifelong learner in order to get things easier. Just seeing 30-40 minutes of video, you can't change anything. But you will understand in a better manner. But you have to work out on your own in order to get a confidence that you can able to analyze the company in a proper way. And after that, in the upcoming videos, we will discuss about the further step about the investing. Okay. Next, actually, in order to understand the companies and in order to know about the reports about the company, one has to open a demat account, demat and a trading account, and we will be providing our links for opening a free demat and trading account with Alice Blue and Fires and Upstocks. All these are not charging a pen, 0 rupees per opening a demat account, opening an account. Okay. So first of all, even though you are understanding it properly, one has to know the practical understanding. That's why if you don't have any demat and trading account, please feel free to go to the description box and click on the links, and please get it opened, and we will be providing our assistance to you to in order to take the demat account in our referral links. Okay, thanks for watching. As you all know, we are running it two YouTube channels. One is a lifelong learners, and another one is excellent trading experience. Excellent trading experience. Here we are providing the content in the English language, and whereas in lifelong learners we are providing the content in the Telugu language. And after that, we are providing a free daily calls on Nifty and Bank Nifty in a Telegram channel called Lifelong Learners Telegram channel. And we are also encouraged the traders and investors to discuss their thoughts called Traders Corner discussion group. And we are also having the website called www.lifelonglearners.in. Please check out those links, and I will be providing those links in the description box. Thanks for watching. Bye. See you in the next video. Thank you.